So I remember when I was doing my MBA at XLRI Jamshedpur, the placement season was the most dreaded time. And the question that I was most scared of was, why should I hire you? And I was like, what am I supposed to say? How can I just stand there and praise myself and say I'm so great? It is so weird. Now this is a difficult question. And there are two reasons why it is difficult. One is because it appears at the end of the interview, when you finished answering all the technical questions and talking about your resume and background, and you think, finally this is over, and then boom, why should I hire you? And second is that sometimes it may be possible that the recruiters have not been able to make up their mind about whether they should hire you or not, and which is why they are asking you this question. But don't worry, because in this video, we're going to solve all your problems. We're going to give you three things today. One is the perfect structure for this answer. Two is a lot of sample answers from different jobs like sales jobs, BPO jobs, accountants, 3D animators, technical writers, and lots more. And we're also going to give you some rules and common mistakes. So let's get going. Happy watching. Hey, this is Chetna and you're watching Chet Chat. Why should we hire you? This question can come to you in many different forms. They could perhaps ask you, why do you think you're the best candidate for this job? Or why do you think you're a good fit for the job? Or what unique strengths do you possess that because of which we should choose you? Or we have 500 applicants and why do you think you should be picked? In fact, they can even ask you a question like, why do you want the job? And you can modify this answer to fit in any of these questions. Okay, so first of all, let me give you the three golden rules for writing this answer. I call them TIP tip. T for time, I for impact, and P for personal qualities. Let's talk about time. The length of this answer should not be more than 1 minute. I know a lot of people will tell you to give this long answer, giving your entire background and qualifications, but no. This is a trick question, and especially when it comes right at the end of the interview, it should be short and crisp. But in an exceptional situation that perhaps they don't go through your resume and your qualifications and they ask you this question right at the beginning of the interview, then maybe you want to give a slightly longer explanatory answer. But as a rule, 1 minute max. I for impact. This is your last opportunity to create a good impression on the interviewers. Remember that the interviewers are bored. They've been seeing candidates right from the morning. So be relaxed, natural, confident, and not like you've memorized the entire answer. Sound enthusiastic about starting work, and this is your opportunity to impress them with your attitude. P for personal qualities. This is a behavioral question. It's not a technical question. So answering the question like, I think you should hire me because I have an engineering degree, or I think you should hire me because I have 2 years of experience is a common mistake. So what are personal qualities? As we get into the sample answers, this will become more and more clear. Now let's look at the structure of this answer. There are two parts to this answer. Quality, example. Find a quality that the job requires or the company values and give an example from your personal life as to how you have demonstrated this quality. So find a quality, give an example, 1 minute, simple. And now for the sample answers. Now I'm going to give you a whole lot of sample answers in this section, and once you finish going through it, I want you to design your own sample answer and put it down in the comment section under this video. And we're going to pick the top 2-3 best answers and showcase them on our Facebook page. First up are sales jobs. Qualities that these jobs would require would be building relationships, making networks, and solving problems. Now, if you're a fresher, you can pick examples from your college life, from your community, from your previous study experience, or even from your family life, where you have built relationships and solved a problem. Here's an example. I understand that this job requires me to build relationships and solve problems. I think you should hire me because this is one of my strong points. For example, when I was in college, I was in charge of the college festival and I built relationships with 3 to 4 new companies who donated generously to the festival and made it a huge success. Give a few more details of the companies and the amounts. Or, from what you have described to me, this job of a salesperson requires networking skills and problem-solving skills. You should hire me because this is an area I'm very good at. Last year, I volunteered for an NGO and I successfully ran a door-to-door sales campaign to raise a record amount of funds for their campaign to support disabled children. Give details of the campaign, amounts and the duration. Now, if you have work experience, you can dig into all of that to find stories to substantiate your networking skills, your ability to build relationships and solve problems. In my previous job, I delivered 20% more than my target by opening up a new market or a new micro market and give a gist of exactly what you did with some numbers. And now for some more rules. Make sure that this example is a true story. It could be a small little example, it could be a small story from your background, it doesn't matter. The point is that it should be authentic and the interviewers can tell that by how you are narrating the story. And also the interviewers might find out about this because when they probe you further into, hey, what did you do when that happened, or tell us something more about this, they're going to eventually find out whether the story is true or not. And rule number 2 is give some numbers, give some examples, names, etc. to prove that indeed you did all of this. Now, BPO jobs. A key skill here is customer service and helping other people. And I'm taking a really basic example to help you craft a nice answer to this question. The reason you should hire me for the job of a customer service manager is because I'm very fond of helping people while patiently listening to their problems. In my community, I have set up a lifelong learners club where I teach senior citizens how to use their smartphones and how to conduct basic activities like bill payments, fixed deposit issuance, etc. Give specific details of this to make sure it sounds genuine. If you're experienced, you can give examples of some accolades that you won or some sort of success that you had in a particular market. You can even bring out a nice little story of customer service that you experienced in your previous job. Technical writer jobs. Essentially, in this job, you need to write how stuff work manuals, installation documents, and basically communicate effectively using technical language. And if you're a fresher, here's what you can say. I believe that one of the key qualities of a technical writer is to be able to write technical documentation and communicate effectively while using technical language. You should choose me for this position since I have been developing the skills right since my school days. I regularly give answers to technical questions on Quora, and now I have a huge following and my answers are liked by many. Give numbers and details. Accounting jobs. They're looking for an eye for detail and a passion for accounting. For example, I believe I'm a good fit for the job because even though I have no experience, I have a passion for accounting. My mother runs a tailoring unit in my hometown and I helped her set up a full accounting system to keep track of her receivables and costs. This improved her collections by so and so days and increased her working capital by such and such percent. Give more details. 3D animator jobs. I have learned through my research that the key soft skills required by a 3D animator are those of storytelling, understanding the story, character and context. I believe that I'm a great fit for this job because of my love for storytelling. I have written several plays for the local theatre and have been on the committee of our local college theatre group. Or, I have worked as an intern with a theatre company and learned the nuances of storytelling and characterization. Give details. And once again, if you have experience, you can give examples from your previous job with numbers and substantiating all the claims that you make. And a reminder, make sure these examples are authentic and personal. And if you can't find any quality to talk about, let me give you a list of some qualities that you could always use for this answer. For example, you're a lifelong learner, you're open-minded, you're flexible, you're a team player, you go that extra mile, you're passionate about the industry in general, you deliver results on time, and you have a passion for a high quality output. And now's the time for you to craft your own answer to why should I hire you? One impactful answer, and put that down in the comment section below using the technique of find a quality, give an example in 1 minute, simple. And all the best for your interviews going forward, and please press that subscribe button and the bell icon right next to it. And also give us a thumbs up, because then we know you like the work we do. And happy watching!